Bill Burton is a son of the hilltop that we are very proud of as a graduate, and now sits in the middle of history. We are ecstatic to have him back here to share a little bit of his experiences both at City Honors and since he's left the hilltop. Please welcome Mr. Bill Burton.
Well, thank you for all being here, although I'm sure that most of you don't feel like you're missing that much by skipping out on class right now. Although I really enjoyed French with Mrs. Colleran, I do have to say. I'm completely humbled to be here, and Dr. Williams, thank you for being here as well, and Dr. Cressy, thank you for that great introduction. But to be here on this stage, you know, I spent a lot of time on this stage embarrassing myself in weird costumes, in funny musicals. Two of those posters back there I can see from here, Godspell and Pippin. Those were, I'm glad that YouTube didn't exist back then because it might have been ugly. How many folks here have ever been involved in a campaign? That's all right. So presidential, congressional, council, where's the student government here? Who's on the student council? All right. That's another way to get out of class. But that's not what it's good for. You know, I personally, as Dr. Cressy said, I'm from Buffalo. And as a kid, my dad used to take me to school board meetings. He worked in an aluminum foundry for 30 years. He was in the machinist union. And we would go to these school board meetings, and he would really give it to the superintendent. I have to say, you should be glad that you weren't a superintendent back then when my dad was around, because he would go in there and he'd be fighting it out, you know, fighting for, you know, what he thought was right for the schools, where I was a student at that time. And, you know, as the folks here who know me back then can attest, I learned very young that, you know, government can do right by folks, but sometimes you got to pull it along and get it to do right by you. And so being able to meet Senator Obama and be a part of this campaign and know the kind of guy that he is has been an amazing experience, because, you know, the picture that you guys know of Obama at the rallies, at the speeches, you know, out there where there's pictures of him in stores and whatnot, he comes across as a pretty cool guy, means what he says. But off stage, he's that same guy, but he's even, you know, he appreciates the work that the folks around him are doing. And he is as committed off stage as he is on stage to fundamentally changing this country. And that's why, you know, starting with my dad and as a kid and as a student here at City Honors and being able to, you know, go through those jobs and actually work for Senator Obama has been such a great experience for me. You know, when I was here, and something that you might not appreciate right now, I know that I didn't when I was here at City Honors, was that when you're in math and science and you're in European history and you're learning about the defenestration of Prague, or you're learning about, you know, any sort of historical matters from the 15 and 1600s, you think, well, how do I ever apply this to anything that I'm possibly going to do in my life? But I certainly thought that. And, you know, honestly, I don't use the specific information as much, but certainly a lot of it does get used by folks. But what you learn here, what I learned, is how to think critically and how to take the knowledge that you learn, how to look at how people handled issues in the past. When you look at how your teachers show you how to analyze the information that you've been given and actually use it to advance whatever goal that you have. You know, what I learned here about Charlemagne and, you know, the different popes didn't help me watch Jeopardy. Well, sort of. But what it really did was help me take political attacks and turn them around against my opponents and use them in such a way that it helps my congressman or my senator or my candidate or whomever it is that I'm working for at the time. And, you know, here at City Honors, you get a lot of gifts, and I got to say, I'm really thankful for the ones that I've gotten, because it's gotten me to this campaign, which has grown from, you know, I was one of the first 4 employees on the Obama campaign. It was me and the campaign manager and 2 other guys. Excuse me. And to think that we've grown into this organization of hundreds of people with millions of folks who are involved, with hundreds of thousands of volunteers who are working every single week. You know, it's pretty amazing to think that it all started back here in Buffalo, and sometimes I have to pinch myself, you know, and think, you know, I'm just a kid from Buffalo, and I get to be a part of this massive grassroots effort that is going to change the country and change the world. But then coming back here to City Honors, I realize I'm not just a kid from Buffalo. I'm a son of Buffalo and a graduate of City Honors, and of course I get to do what I get to do. Because it's with the gifts that you get here that you can do anything. And so I'm appreciative of all the things that the teachers that I had, most of them not here anymore, gave me, and of the opportunity they've gotten to be on this campaign. And it's been a pretty great experience.
So thank you, and good morning to City Honors. We're always very proud that we come and visit with you. And I don't know whether Mr. Burton is aware of it, but you know, this is one of the top high schools in the country, based on U.S. News and World Report. Out of 16,000 high schools, City Honors is number 50. So we're very proud of that.
And I did know.
You did know. On behalf of all of the students in the Buffalo Public School System and our board members, we want to say congratulations to your success. I noticed you left cold Buffalo and went to cold Minnesota, so you kept the trend. And I'm very pleased with the young people. Regardless of the outcome of the election, you are excited. That's good for this school system. It's good for this country. Stay interested in politics, young people. And in 2010, we will have a brand new City Honors High School, a $50 million project. We want one of the winners to come back. We'd like for you to bring them back to dedicate this school.
All right.
Thank you and congratulations to you and good luck.
Thank you.